Hello everyone, I am Cubist and this is the HC Talks Season 2 Episode 3. HC Talks with Ashwin Narendran. So hello Ashwin, how are you?
Hi, Desh, I'm good. Yeah.
So for the people who know and who don't know Ashwin, is basically one of our upcoming star, and he has a national rank 8 on 3 into 3 average, which is much faster compared to many people who are more experienced than him. He has been like giving for 2 and 2.5 years, something like that, most probably, I guess. And yeah, he has participated in 3 competitions till now, 3 WCA competitions, and he has won one competition as well. And he has 2 podiums till now, one for, I guess, both for 3 into 3, one first and one
Yep.
second. Yeah.
Yep.
So he has a very good stats for 3 into 3, and he has a sub 7 6.7 to single solo on 3 into 3 officially. So that is something that I can't imagine. So yeah. So Ashwin, the basic question for everybody is, how did you start Cuban?
So the story goes, one day when I was in my school bus, our school bus was like completely filled with this cubing craze. Like everybody in I usually sit in the back because I'm like one of the oldest. So like they all were cubing like non-stop. So like I was thinking like, what is this like? Are they crazy or stuff? So like, and that time I was finishing fifth standard. So basically like, I guess I was like 10 years old or something, and then that's when this COVID came around, and then lockdown stuff. So like I was just like very bored, I mean, had nothing to do in lockdown. So I told my father to like buy a Rubik's cube because I wanted to try it out. First few months I was like very bad at it. Like I quit literally. Like I bought the cube. I like the time I got the cube in my hands, I scrambled it, and I couldn't solve it also for like 5 months. After that, I was like, okay, let's just solve this once and for all, and then I did solve it. So that's how I started cube.
So yeah, basically most of the cubing stories, cubing journey starts from school. Like I guess Kunal Bhaiya also, maybe Aryan Bhaiya also, I guess something like that. Rishabh also, like more or less everybody starts from school except me. So yeah, that school, like I've seen, like so can you tell me how many of the cubers, like how many of your friends from school who were cubing that time are still now active and properly doing it?
Actually, I'm not sure. Like my friend who lives 2 blocks away from my house, he still cubes, but now I'm faster than him, so it's like
Obviously.
ironic. But there were two other like when I was in fifth standard, they were in like eighth standard, so I'm not sure about them. They are in I think college right now. So I'm
Oh.
not sure.
So yeah, basically Ashwin is also one of the school cubers, and I can call him also a lockdown cuber as well, because basically he started in lockdown. So yeah, feels nice that you are so good at 3 into 3. So as coming to 3 into 3, the question comes is, why do you think that 3 into 3 is the best event? According to your main event, maybe you don't think it to be best or not, but why it is your main event?
I mean, like most of like let's say non-cubers, if you put the term Rubik's cube to them, the first thing that comes to their mind is a classic 3 by 3.
Correct.
And like for me, that the same happened. So I got the cube, and then I didn't know there was like 5 and 5, 4 by 4, like 2 by 2 and stuff. So I was just like completely into 3 by 3. Plus, for me, one of my advantages on 3 by 3 doesn't take so long. So like sometimes if I do five by 5 solves, after the fifth solve, I'm like completely tired. I'm exhausted. 3 by 3, like I mean, for me, the time of
Casual.
doing one 5 by 5 solve will take like five 3 by 3 solves. So in
Yeah.
three, that's one thing which I like. The time is like good. It's not too low, like 2 by 2. It's not too much, like 7 by 7, 6 by 6.
Yeah.
Other than that, it's like also it's kind of I mean it's more easier than a lot of cubes other than 2 by 2. It's like
Yeah.
more intuitive. If you know 3 by 3, you like the basic concept is there for 4 by 4 and 5 by 5. Just
Correct.
enters it, just that is easy only. The 3 by 3 concept should be very strong. Then only you can branch out to other events.
Yeah, that's what I say to people and even my students as well, that basically you can focus on the bigger cubes, but at least bring your 3 into 3 average down to 15s or something like that, 20s or something, so that, see, basically if you're averaging 4 minutes on 3 into 3, or suppose not 4 minutes too high, or 1 minute or 40 seconds on 3 into 3, that is the exact time that will be added to your 4 into 4 or 5 into 5 or 6 into 6 solves, whichever you are doing. And that too a bit of more than that, because parities and bigger cubes are not very easy as 3 into 3. So improve your 3 into 3 first, then branch out yourself, as Ashwin told correctly, so that you have more of improvement that you can see. Because as you improve 3 into 3, 5 into 5 and 4 into 4 and bigger cubes already are improving by their own without focusing on them. So that is how Ashwin focuses on 3 into 3. So this is a question from my side. As 3 into 3 is the classic Rubik's cube, as you told, so as I feel it to be a bit of more competitive like any other event, than any other event. So how do you manage to basically get yourself motivated and come in a competitive way, that there are so many fast cubers, like everybody is focusing, most of the people are focusing on 3 into 3. So how you are managing to be at a lead?
Well, every time I solve the cube, stop the timer, and when I see a time which is faster than the time before, it like gives me a feeling that okay, so like if I do the same, then I'll get like a better average. So like let's say if I get an 8 and then a 7, immediately in my mind there is a feeling that I could get a sub 8 average. And how many people are there in the world that can achieve a sub 8 average? Like very little.
Yeah.
So that like keeps me really motivated. Honest, I mean, to be honest, these days, like, I mean, like for the past month or so, I've been really thinking about it. And like, to be honest, like 3 by 3, a bit short of motivation for it, because like I really enjoy 5 by 5. You know, when we are practicing, for you guys who don't know, we and H cubist and SSM cubing skills as well as Vrisha, we all like have this cubing together session where we all like solve cubes in the Let's Cube room, and then that's like really fun, which
Yeah.
brings an element of competitiveness to the arena. So I think that really like keeps me motivated, not just in 3 by 3 but in just overall cubing.
Yeah. So that is how, like, you could focus on a particular event. I've seen many people who just keep on switching events, and they are liking 4 into 4, they are liking 5 into 5, they are liking 3 into 3, they just switch. So that is something you can branch out your choices. You have to basically, you can practice different events, but your main event is something that represents your main capability. Like for me, 5 into 5 is my main event. I am somewhat around sub 110ish, uh, and whereas in 6 into 6 I'm sub 3. So that is a vast difference compared to 5 into 5. But I say that 5 into 5 is my main event, not bigger cubes. 5 into 5, because 5 into 5 is what I can bet my money on, that yeah, I am good at it, and I am confident. For 6 into 6, even I am just fearing that I will make the cutoff for the Phoenix compound not in Mumbai. So yeah, practicing on that. So that's the your main event is something that you should be more confident with, and basically that should represent your actual skills, because you are invested most of the time in that event other than any other event. So now some questions from Instagram also I will ask. uh, what type of improvement day will you suggest? Drilling more souls or trying to learn tricks and stuff?
I think both are important, but like first, just if you drill with bad habits, then that's going to be really bad. Because later on, if you try to correct it, it will be harder because it's enraged in your muscle memory. So I think a balance between the two will be better. So yeah.
Okay, a clean, safe answer. See, basically every part of solves is important, and one point that he said is very correct, that if you just practice, keep on with the bad habits, and that will be just making your solves, like you will be getting very much prepared and very much strong for bad habits, and that will be much more difficult for you to change later on. Like, bad habits also include some bad finger trace, some bad algorithms that you use. So that may look like that you are not doing something wrong, but that is something that you feel that is not wrong, but actually it is. That is what people have to realize, and this is something that can be, basically you can just see your own solve by recording it, get some solve analysis and stuff, get some coaching. These are so many options available these days. So basically balancing between both, drilling more solves and trying to learn tricks and stuff need to be done, because when you learn tricks you have to practice it. And if you're just practicing bad things and you don't have very good tricks, then you're just doing one again and again the same thing, and maybe there will be a deviation of your time a little bit, not, you will not improve that way. So there are many tricks and tips to improve. Suppose, or look at what we say is that slow solving. If you're solving slow, like many people just turn slow, and that is not slow solving. Slow solving should have the, like, you should know why you're solving slow to improve your look at. Go a little bit slow, focus on your look at very properly, that yeah, I have to focus on it, and I have to see where are the pieces so that I get improved and improved. So that is how you have to practice, so that you get a better timing and better improvement. That is what Ashwin said. So basically, a simple question: how to be consistent in practicing 3 into 3?
I'd say like time schedule. So keep a time like, so from let's say 8 o'clock to 8:30, I'm going to practice 3 by 3, and then let's say do some other events or stuff like anything like that. If you really like big cubes, then when you come to 3 by 3, you will in your mind you will feel that you are faster in 3 by 3, because it takes like so much time. You're looking at the same 7 by 7 or 6 by 6 for so that long, and then like when you come to 3 by 3, it's like so small, and then you do it like quite fast.
Quickly.
So
Yeah. But yeah, these days I feel 10 seconds also too slow. That's something else. Yeah, like obviously it's like, see, cubing, I feel like when you do it again and again, it's always like fun. Suppose if you get a solve, it's on your average, and you feel like, yeah, I can do much more better. If it's above your average, you got a bad solve, yeah, that was a bad solve, I can give, this is not even my average, I have to do much better, so you will solve again. If you get a faster solve, huh, you'll be like, yeah, I can get faster solve, so I have to get more fast. So the thing goes on continuously. Whichever solve we get, our mind says, yeah, you can do much better, much better, much better. So that is how the cubing addictiveness grows on and on and on. So basically, what is your, maybe a short term goal and a long term goal for cubing?
well, I mean, short term goal like, let's say I want to get like sub 8. And then
Average.
like really sub 8 average, yeah. And then long term goal will be to like go to more competitions, make more friends, and then grow the community in my school. Just like popularize cubing so that you get more people in the community. And yeah, that's it.
Okay. Yeah, basically, I also feel that, like, at least for your school, as you told that it had some group of people who were like your bus mates, who were just traveling with you through the bus, school bus, and they were at least getting some, like, there were some people who were practicing cubing, like crazy. Now maybe they have left it and quitted, something like that, or not very much focused. But in my school, it's like harshly somebody will know how to solve, and I'm pretty sure nobody would be sub 30 even. And like, maybe because that's what I think that the level is. So that's why I also want to improve, like, at least promote cubing in my school. At least after class 10, now 11 is something that I can put my time on for cubing. So that is how I am also focusing, and yeah, that is how Ashwin also told. So a question that, what event would you main other than 3 into 3?
Definitely 5 by 5.
I know.
Surely.
I was thinking that you will say it, but focus on 3 into
I
3. It's very
honestly
good.
recently like 5 by 5 more than 3 by 3 recently,
Yeah,
because like I feel like 3 by 3 is just doing the same thing again,
yeah.
like same F12, same PLL, same OLL, and then like in 5 by 5 there are so many other variables. So like I like
Edges,
5 by 5 a
centers.
lot.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I literally was thinking that you would say 5 into 5. At least not like SSM saying 4 into 4, but SSM took a good choice for 4 into 4, because I would not have leave him. I would not leave him if you told 5 into 5. So, what event do you hate the most? Maybe official events,
okay.
the ones you do,
Um,
not the ones you don't
the ones
know.
you do,
Like basically the ones you
maybe,
know.
yeah, probably like honestly like what are I guess like pyramids. Probably like uh, if you see my like WCA page, and my 3 by 3 is faster than my pyramids. In my
Yeah,
first cubing
yes, yes,
competition, the
yes, yes.
SSN, yeah, and the SSN cube open, I like choked terribly. Like I got a 16 or something, which is terrible for me. Since then, that cube is like in my wardrobe somewhere in my cupboard. I don't know.
For people
Yeah.
thinking, Ashwin has a 8.02 best average in 3 into 3, and Ashwin has a 8.85 best single on pyramids. Just imagine the difference. That's like this best single is more than the average that he has. So yeah, we can feel your pain. So basically,
Yeah.
I know this answer again, but which other event that you have already participated in? You have participated in 2, 3, and 2, 3, 4, and Pira. So these are the four events you have participated. Other than this, which is the event you are most likely to compete in official competition? I know this again.
Again, again, it's 5 by 5 and maybe 6 by 6, 6 by 6 as well.
Okay. So basically, if you had two choices, being sub one on 5 by 5 and getting a basically sub 35, have like been sub 35 on 4 into 4, which would you choose? I know this again.
Someone on 5 by 5 all the way. I hate 4 by 4.
Nah, if you would have been getting a good average, and then why would you hate it? If you have been sub 35, and then why would you hate it?
I again feel like 4 by 4 is just like if you get like both parities, double parity,
It's
and you
trash.
slightly mess up centers, you'll get a horrible solve. But
True.
like if you slightly mess up centers and you don't get any parity, you feel so bad. Because like I didn't get any parity, but then when I don't mess up centers, I'll get double parity and my solve is ruined. That's why like I feel like luck is something that's like really involved
Yeah.
in 4 by 4.
Yeah, basically even sits into sits, that's three different parities. Huh? But then also I find sits into sits is much easier for parities rather than 4 into 4.
Yeah,
Because this
same.
is this has a reason, because see, sits into sits is a much bigger cube and it takes you more time. So you can like be think as a comparison way. 4 into 4 where I average 40 seconds, let's say 40, and in that if I'm spending suppose 7 to 8 seconds for both the parities, and in 6 into this where I'm getting sub 250 or sub 3, and I'm spending 10 or 15 cents for a parity, for three parities, then it's like more of 4 into 4 is what we will hate rather than 6 into 6. So yeah. So if you would like, this is a random question that came into my mind just now. If you would get a chance to open a cube store or a cube brand, whatever you say, what would be its name? Don't tell it, Ashwin.
Okay, like I don't know, better than I mean better priced than GAN because GAN cubes are expensive as hell.
this
I
was
don't know. It's
something.
random.
This was something out of the box, but at a very proper point you hit it. But yeah, basically GANs are expensive for sure. Like I
Yep.
get, like I don't know, but I get jealous with some of my students who are just beginners who are learning, and suddenly they bring out, when I tell them show your cube, they bring out a GAN cube 4 into 4, a GAN 4 into 4. I'm just like, what the hell? At least Ashwin, you should not say that GAN cubes are expensive. You have so many of GAN products.
Well, I mean, if you compare a MOU WRM maglev, so
Yeah,
WRM 2021 maglev to a GAN, let's say 12 maglev, do you really think the WRM maglev? I mean, do you think the GAN 12 maglev is worth 3 times the price of a WRM maglev? Hell
actually
no.
not.
Like that worm maglev is way like I mean I guess for personal opinion this one I like the Gantwell maglev because I found the setting which I like preferred the most. But I still wouldn't say it's like it's worth 3 times
Yeah,
the WR maglev's price.
basically we can conclude that, see, basically gang people say that gang cubes are not useful. Gang cubes are excellent, to be honest. They are excellent for the quality and the performance they give, but again, the price to performance ratio when it comes, and then it's trash, then it's the worst thing that you can see. So yeah, hoping that GAN doesn't release a 5 into 5, but yeah, I have heard some rumors that they will. Like I
Hope
guess
not.
the name was 5, No, 565, 562, something like that, or 560, something like that was
Probably
the.
like 562, something like that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because it is the standard size of 5 into 5.
5 5. Yeah.
So basically, tell me, when you go to a random non-cuber or some non-cuber seeds your solve, suppose you are solving it in sub 8 or sub. Yeah, I guess you're sub 8? No.
I mean, I'm close to
Yeah,
sub 8, not sub
you
8
are. You
completely.
are.
Like,
Yeah.
close. I'm not. Like, I'm close to sub 8, but I'm not sub 8 yet.
Yeah, so basically, suppose you are solving in a cube in 8 seconds, then how does a non-cuber react? That's the exact same reaction. Suppose I am
I mean,
solving. Suppose I am solving. Okay, I am not sub 8. I am not even sub 10. So if I am solving this, huh, you can critique my solve and tell me afterwards so that I can improve. So I am solving this. Solved 7.9.
wow, great. Well, I mean, the non-keeper must be like really shocked, and probably like it's the personality of the non-keeper if they don't care at all, or they really like come to you and then, oh my God, how do you solve it so fast like that, and then you have to explain the whole thing about cubing.
Yeah, true. That's something that I
So
also
yeah,
face. Yeah, recently I went to 2 3 meetings in the past weekend and stuff. Thursday one meeting and Sunday two meeting. So everywhere people are like, how can you solve so fast? So I was like explaining, this is how it is done. There you have to learn algorithms, and step by step. It is not something to do with intelligence. Like repeating every time, it's fun also that yeah, people are liking something that you do. But again, I feel that when you do it, what's like many people are there when you do it in front of them for a couple of times, or like maybe after some days or some months or something like that, and then they don't get the same reaction or the interest that they used to get in the starting. That's
yep.
something that I feel. But yeah, some people are there who are like always shocked that how you can do it, how you can do it. So suppose if you're practicing an event, how is your practice schedule? Like practice schedule in the sense, what points do you do, like what things do you do for improving on and even practicing efficiently?
Well, I mean, first I'll like record the salts. That's a more like efficient way, and then like see the salts in slow motion. And then like let's say my F12 like Paris was like inserted inefficiently or like was made inefficiently. So like those things I just go to like JPUM's PDF. So I don't know JPUM's PDF of all the F12 algorithms.
Yeah.
I check that case and then I see the other algorithms that he has given. And then like surely, I mean slowly if you do that over and over, automatically your F12 is going to be more efficient. So that and then just like drill. Like every night I think I come like 9:30 till I guess 11 o'clock. I just grind 3 by 3 and 5 by 5.
Yeah, again and again you are saying 5 by 5 you are practicing. I am getting scared.
It's from you, so
Yeah, basically. But yeah, you may not know that you will improve much more faster than me and you become much more faster. So yeah, we may not know. So a question that, suppose you had the choice of, suppose an event which is a WCA event, which you can remove from the WCA list, and a event which you can add to a WCA list. Any random event, even if the event, suppose maybe relay or anything that you want to add also, that you can do.
I mean, which event would I remove though? Like people say that clock is a bad event, but I kind of enjoy it. Like I mean, I'm sorry, but I enjoy clock.
Yeah,
Don't hate me, but I really enjoy clock. But
like I feel clock is easy
uh,
pretty much.
yeah, it's like just really easy for me. That's why I enjoy it. But if I have to remove anyone, probably like square one because it's like very complex. Like I feel every time I go to a square one video and then the guy oh and they did CP like something like that and then like it's like they're trying to brag, like it makes me feel really bad. I mean
Yeah,
if I have to add an event then definitely it will be like two by two to like 5 by 5 relay or something like that. Relay
yeah,
is fun. That's it.
yeah. Actually, it's fun. So yeah, I am pretty sure if Samir Agrawal or David Epstein sees this, they will be giving hate comments for you.
I know. I mean, this is personal opinion, so please
Yeah.
proceed.
Like the fun part about the square one tutorial is like I guess Tingman's tutorial is the one which most of the people prefer, and that is a
Yep.
25 or something like even more longer
Yeah, like
minutes
some.
than that. And so I just see that time, and I feel that if I will practice 5 into 5, I can get a bit faster. So I will just not practice square one. Like
Same.
when I got a square one, I just practice it for a couple of times. Like I just saw a tutorial from Indie Coder, which I see tutorials in terms of who is the maker, channel, and the duration of the video. So I just combine them and then I come to my analysis. Uh, so
Okay.
it was a good tutorial, but until the last step when I saw the parity, I was like, okay, this parity I won't be able to do it. Especially the numbers are something like the small difference is something that I get irritated with. So I was like, okay, let's leave square one. I have 4 into 4, 5 into 5 with me. I don't need any moral support from square one. But yeah, 2 into 2 to 5 into 5 relay is something that I will also look forward to. At least till 5 into 5, not above that. Because
Yeah.
yeah, I am getting sub 2s for that relay. So yeah, that's cool for
Uh-huh.
me.
Yeah.
So basically, if you would get any record, suppose national record, continental record, world record, will it be a single or an average?
I think it will be average. Because single is just luck based. If let's say a random 2 by 2 solver and he comes and then he gets a 4 mover. I'd say any two by two who's averaging let's say like sub 4 seconds will get like sub 2 second like solve in that
Yeah,
scramble.
if they
So I
get
think
the
it's
form
like
over.
if they get the 4 mover. So
Yeah,
like if so that's why I feel like single is really luck based. And average is more skill based. So like if I get
yeah,
like let's say sub 5 average, I feel more proud than if I get like a
true,
sub 3 single.
true. But I am focusing on a sub, and I am focusing on a 5 into 5 ender. So don't demotivate me because
You already
single is something that I can focus on, not the average.
You literally the other day got a 47 single, which was
Yeah,
crazy.
but that I should get in a competition. Then only it's crazy for me. Basically,
Yeah,
I plan for a sub one single in my first com. That will be much more of a basically logical thing rather than getting the sub 50 single. If I get it, that's pretty cool. But yeah, so yeah, maybe. But I am announcing this in HC talk that if I get a sub 50 single in my first com for 5 into 5, I will surely do a proper big giveaway. This is for sure.
okay.
And if
Okay,
I get a
hype for
NR,
HQ list.
yeah, if I get a NR in 5 into 5 for my first comp, obviously I am telling everything for my first comp, on 5 into 5 or any event if I get a NR, mostly 5 into 5 is the one. Then also I will do like I will give away a gang cube, gang 12 leap, maybe something like that. Now I feel
Okay.
that it's something that
Well,
I
all pressures on
every
you.
everybody will be praying for it. Yeah, HQH, go for it, go for it, go for it. You break the NR, but yeah, it's
That's
like better than Nihal Prabhu Desai promising giving everybody a free cube for RCB winning the IPL. Yeah, no offense, no offense, Nihal, but yeah, GT is the best team after CSK.
true. Agreed.
So yeah, so basically, Ashwin, what event do you think is something that you can be better at, but you are being lazy, other than 3 into 3?
Uh, I think 4 by 4, to be
Better,
honest.
better.
I think
Don't tell me 5 into
5,
5 again.
not 5 by 5. I think 4 by 4, if I really like practice to make my centers and edges more efficient, then I think I'll be like sub 40. I mean, I have a 44 average in competition.
Yeah,
So,
like
I mean,
Hyderabad Summer
close
Open
to.
was like boom for every 4 into 4
I
solve.
exactly, I got a PB
Thir-
single at a comp
35, yeah,
35. So that's
5.85.
insane.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was really so shocked with everybody's 4 into 4 results, especially yours as well. Because see, SSM and Asne and I already bet at that, yeah, they will be podiuming, they will get the
Yep.
podium, and they got it, and much faster than what I told them. Especially SSM. I always get confused with SSM Cube Open and SSM. So that is something that we
Okay.
get confused with. So like 4 into 4 is something that I say, like, if we would have the ability, then we would firstly remove the parities from 4 into 4. Then we can freely solve it.
Same.
Like not
That's
only
my
4 into
wish.
4, not only 4 into 4, every cube. Basically, I feel 5 into 5 parity is the best parity ever in any cube.
Yeah.
It's
Yep.
like
Like
nothing.
you can also predict the parity. Like
Yeah,
if you
5
see
into
the
5
last two
predictive, yeah.
edges cages, the next two cages, then you can predict it.
Yeah. Like I always, like I even predict the PLL parity for 4 into 4, which is also easy if you have a good practice on 3 into 3 PLL.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
That is something that I say to people, that if you want to improve your parity recognition, improve your PLL, like how the PC are set it up. If you know that, just by seeing the edges, you can say it, because corners are nothing to do with the parity. Basically, the edges are the one for the PLL, and OLL is just like trash. I feel PLL parity is much better than OLL for 4 into 4.
Same. Yeah. It's
Yeah,
much shorter
because
and faster.
yeah, it's like feels shorter. Actually, it, like I feel that people who do something like this, like taking the entire double layer up, something like that, that is something that I don't feel very efficient. But yeah, people do get good times. So another question: suppose if you have a competition tomorrow, where you have basically your events that you focus on mainly, whatever. So if you have a competition tomorrow, you didn't had practice at all properly, and if you have to submit a important assignment which will take your entire day off, and you don't have any time to practice, what you will do?
Okay. I mean, I'd first like focus on assignments because I still feel school is more important than studies. And to all watching here, school is more important than cubing. Please
Correct.
focus on studies more than cubing. But I mean, probably like the next morning, I'll wake up early and then do like 100 solves. See the average and just make up my day after that.
He is like, Ashwin is like 100 souls is like 10 souls for him. Yeah, somewhat 100 souls I will do, and that's it. So yeah, basically I hope everybody who is watching this has enjoyed this session. HC Talks with Ashwin Narendran, who is the NR8 holder for India, and he will surely get an NR soon with competition with Rishabh, Hasnain, and Rishabh. But yeah, I hope that Rishabh, Hasnain, Ashwin will surely get a NR soon. So yeah, I hope everybody enjoyed. Firstly, a huge thanks to Ashwin for getting, yeah, like helping me out with this third episode, and
Yeah,
hope you
thanks
also
for having
enjoyed.
me here. Yeah, yeah, I enjoyed much, very much. Thanks
Yeah.
for having me also. It's an honor to be part of HC Talks.
Yeah, that's an honor for me to get guests like you who are like upcoming stars and even younger than me, but yeah, getting much more faster. Just don't get faster at 5 into 5. Be aware from me. Yeah. So jokes apart, so hope everybody enjoyed. This is HC Talks season 2 episode 3 with Ashwin. I HQ is signing off. Hope we meet soon in season 2 episode 4. So till then, bye.